Okay, so the party's on the path again. They're going to the Emerald City. The road widens. The bricks are like solid gold now, which totally incenses the Munchkin mayor. He's like, what a terrible use of our tax money. And everybody's like, well, what? You don't have gold bricks back there? He's like, no, we have bricks that are painted yellow. It's like we don't have real gold bricks in the ground. So he's mad at that. So they get up to the gate, the door, the giant door of the Emerald City. And so like in the movie, there's a smaller door in the door that's off the ground, and somebody pokes their head through. So that's what I was going to do. So the door opens, but immediately, as soon as the door opens, the guy playing Toto is like, I want to jump at the door. So he rolls like, I don't know, an 11. But I let him go, and he jumps through the window, through the little door, and knocks the guy, startles the big mustachioed, bearskin wearing guy from the movie who peeks out the door. And so Toto's in there, and he's running around, and he's investigating stuff. And then the Scarecrow is like, well, that's how you get through a door. So the Scarecrow jumps through. So the Scarecrow is jumped through this tiny hole. He's trying to squeeze himself through. There's straw going everywhere. Somehow he manages to get himself through. He knocks the doorkeeper, the gatekeeper, whatever, off the ladder behind the door. The Tin Man reaches in and finds a lever to pull the door open. They all get in there. They start making up some crazy explanations for why they're there. And the doorman's like, nobody gets to see the wizard. Nobody gets to see the wizard. So finally he recognizes Dorothy's ruby slippers, and he's like, okay, the wizard would definitely want to see the person who got the ruby slippers off of the Wicked Witch of the East. So they're admitted into the Great and Powerful Oz audience room. So there's a projection, there's the Great and Powerful Oz, and of course Toto looks for the curtain and finds the curtain unprompted. A little bit of metagaming, but then everybody knows that scene. So there's fireballs, and everything, and the Cowardly Lion's scared, and so at this point, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to end this. So what I thought I was going to do is I was going to Rogue One them. I was just going to create. I hinted to Dorothy. I said, are you interested in a Vorpal blade? Because you're a witch killer. Maybe you can dispatch something that I needed dispatched. So the wizard says this to Dorothy. And Dorothy's like, yeah, sure, I'll take a weapon. I mean, I knew the player character, the guy playing the character, would go for the weapon. He loves, bashing things. So he kind of falls for the trap. So as he goes to get the blade, I have the image of the wizard transform into, I wanted to do a Jabberwocky. It's not in the monster manual. So I did an ancient white dragon. So they're looking at the dragon, right? So I make them roll initiative, and Dorothy goes first. So Dorothy tries to attack the white dragon, as I completely expected. But nothing happens, so it's an illusion. I decided, what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to see how this plays out, because Toto's in there pulling on the actual human being wizard's leg, and he barks, and people know, so the lion goes over to check it out, and the mayor goes over to check it out. So I'm like, okay, we'll just make this an illusion. And then one of the player characters came up with, well, they all kind of played it, and they came up with a solution, which I'll explain next.